Oh my god. Palia released more question answers, and that means I am unreasonably late for giving my thoughts on the questions, answers, and even the wording on the answers. Okay, I'm done with that voice, I'm sorry. If you're just here to see the answers, the Discord is linked below. If you want to know my opinions, stay somewhat tuned. And if you came here to see me get mad about something for apparently no reason, I figured that I should include some of those for y'all too, since it's been a little while since I've been here. Okay, let's go. Question 1 is simple. Do they have any hunting details to share? Singularity 6 did answer by saying that it's a real-time and collision-based system. So essentially there's no trapping and the game happens to not be Duck Hunt. Gravity will affect arrows and you'll need to hit your target in order to bag it. Gravity being a thing is nice information, and I wonder if there will be a secret achievement for shooting yourself like some other games? Other than that, collision is a thing in like every game, so that really doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, Tetris has collision, Pong. I think they're just trying to say it's not hit scan. Oh, and there'll also be special arrows. I call the fire arrows from Ocarina of Time. You can't have them. Question 2 is all about how detailed the gardening system will be. I mean, it's not quite at the level of Farming Simulator where you need to plow, roll soil, properly lime, double fertilize, de-gravel, add beehives, and so on and so forth in order to get the best yields. But that's also probably a good thing. What you can do is water crops, weed gardens, single fertilize, and harvest crops, all without the use of heavy machinery. There are some features that they're holding back here, but it doesn't sound very complex, even by farming sim standards. Our next question is about stat tracking, and will they have fun stats like player with furthest shot that hits a target, as long as that target's not themselves, and, so forth. They won't be that detailed, at least at the start, but the team will periodically publish some infographics like this one, where we learn that many people made pies in Alpha 2. Honestly, I feel like a few in-game stats could be fun for player interaction. I can honestly see myself competing with players for the furthest shot, or most stone skips, or most meals cooked in a time frame, or whatever. So I like the idea of actually tracking these, if not for fun, then for optional competitions with friends. What do you think? The next question is whether houses are instanced or not. They currently are, and friends can visit and do things with you. That's about all for this section. Except they made a comment about you being able to jump into world chat from your house, which either sounds like it's very painful, or like they don't realize that the world chat can include houses, or that someone really didn't read the answer for clarity before posting it. Don't worry, it's a trend with these. If I learned anything from every other MMO in existence, free to play or otherwise, it's that you always avoid world chat. It doesn't exist. There's no exceptions. Continuing with the house theme, are houses location-based or not? For example, are the instance housing plots able to be chosen in different places, like mountains or riversides or something to differentiate them? Currently, no. It's an idea they like, and probably an idea that would take a bit of time to make into a reality, so let's just hope they get housing right at the start before expanding it to other areas. Question 6. What are Ormus? They're like banthas, but they also have gray fur and produce milk that you can use for cooking and things, and also their horns aren't rounded. So yeah, they're just like banthas. I think I answered that well enough. How old is the player character? They're a young adult, and that's all we need to know. Other age customizations may come later. What is the lifespan of the Majiri? I apologize in advance for this question's answer. Not for their answer, but for mine. I'm sorry. If you want to skip it, go just click somewhere else. You'll probably click the right direction. I trust you. Singularity 6 based their answer off of humans having an average lifespan of about 100 years, with Majiri having a lifespan of 150 years, or about 50% more than humans, but I can't leave an answer so poorly done. In this segment, I will break down why you're not likely to live to 100. Okay, I actually just did some very poorly done Googling, and, well, the average male lifespan is about 82.9 years, and the average female lifespan is about 88.0 years. In Hong Kong, the country with the highest average life expectancy in all of the world, so already 12 years short. And this sways our math a little bit. A Majiri from Hong Kong specifically, we would expect to live to be an average of 132 years if they're female. Now notice, this was Hong Kong, but what if we compare this to, I don't know, the lowest lifespan? And this is where things get a little bit interesting, and I'm sorry if I sound like I'm nerding out, because I really am. There are two different countries. The first is the worst average lifespan for males, which is Chad at 51.2 years. And if you don't know, this brings the Majiri lifespan to 76.8 years, or less than human males from Hong Kong. And this doesn't even crack the top 15 countries in terms of average human lifespan. Yeah, for females, the worst country in terms of average lifespan is actually Nigeria, which beats out Chad by like half a year or something, at 53.3 years. And yeah, that leaves the average Majiri at 79.95 years. The decimal's important because then it's not 80, and 80 just looks too good. Okay, so for those who hate me now, thank you. I'm happy that I was able to provide you with this useless information, and even better, prove that humans on average do not live to 100 years, because I don't know why we use this in sci-fi everywhere. But it bothers me, so that this is my rant. For those of you wondering what it's like, more like where you are, I'm not gonna tell you, but here in the United States where I live, the averages are 74.5 for males and 80.2 for females, so somewhat in the middle. Okay, now that we're all existentially destroyed, let's move on. What could possibly take us away from that question? The penultimate. Will there be clouds? No, I thought we'd replace them with newborn dolphins and excess earwax. Of course there's clouds. I jest though. Clouds are actually really important, and I love them to death. They can help set the tone, not just for a scene, but basically the entire game if done well. There are dozens of different types of clouds, and they can look and be drawn in so many different ways, and if for some reason you haven't watched Shirobako, watch it now. Right now. All about clouds. Just that one episode. I don't remember what episode it is, but there's an episode where they talk about clouds. Singularity 6 is going for puffy clouds with some streaks going through the air, and although I'm hoping for some variation, we're probably not going to get any. They're meant to look comfy, and they're meant to look like they fit in the style they're going with. They're also pretty far up, which is trying to give us a happy feel from the clouds. More homey. Yes. Anything else about clouds? No, they only said a couple words in there, and they showed off these pictures we've had up. They didn't say anything else. If you didn't know, I went off script forever ago. We're going back on script now with question 10. I promise this is all on script. The last question. Why Palia? Okay, I feel ripped off. Give me my time back. To quote the answer, something that I do not do often, they wanted the name to, quote unquote, sound whimsical, unique, and like a place that was exciting. Wait a minute. Like a place that was exciting? So it's not exciting. It's boring? Well, cat's out of the bag, everyone. Time to pack it up and go home. Honestly, I don't know how you take the time to write something up and don't have someone proofread it in today's world. It's not that hard. You can send it to people. I don't know, perhaps try whimsical, unique, exciting, fantastical, and easy to say. Although, I guess it's not that easy since a ton of questions that are asked are about how to say the name properly. And with that, I have done my civic duty and talked about some questions and answers in Palia finally. I'd like to thank Singularity 6 for making this so I didn't need to manually dig through their now weekly questions. One last person I'd like to thank is you for watching. And some random fun facts, I did all of the work for this while suffering from an ear infection. Actually 2, and I've had them for weeks now. Also, I've been in the mood to try more complicated video edits, which killed my motivation to do stuff on this channel for a while, especially with the double ear thing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.